in the building, better say her name. Stepping in the light, she ain't playing no games. Heart so real and her soul so pure. If you want the truth, she the one you call for. Peanut walking home, get brighter. Energy loud, but her spirit even higher. She don't fake vibes, she don't chase no crowd. Standing 10 toes, she was gonna be proud. People try to test her, but she don't fold. Pressure make diamonds, she already gold. She don't need permission just to be herself. She the type to lift you up when you doubt yourself. Ain't no stopping me. Peanut on the rise, truth in her voice and the fire in her eyes. Real from the start, that's the way she grew. If you're looking for a lot, she ain't the one for you. Ain't no stopping me. Watch her break through, standing in her purpose like she always knew. If you're looking for a friend who won't speak the truth, Peanut isn't her, she's built for the proof. She don't run from the truth, she don't duck no smoke. I'm a friend, I'll always tell you the truth. Try to dig up dirt, she already spoke. She the queen of transparency, that's not a cloak. She don't do drama, she don't do pretend. She'll tell you what's real, even if it don't blend. Loyal to the core and her heart don't bend. If she rock what you want, she'll rock to the end. Ain't no stopping me. Peanut on the rise, truth in her voice and the fire in her eyes. Real from the start, that's the way she grew. If you're looking for a lot, she ain't the one for you. Ain't no stopping me. Watch her break through, standing in her purpose like she always knew. If you're looking for a friend who won't speak the truth, Peanut isn't her, she's built for the proof. Stand tall, speak truth, that's the Peanut way. Shining every moment, every night, every day. If you want real love, she gon' pour it in you. But if you want fake, she ain't that woman, never been her. Ain't no stopping me.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and my apologies for being delayed. This laptop getting on my nerves. I need to set up the new one because this one is old as dirt, and I swear I'm about to throw it out the window because it was getting on my nerves. I was trying to go live for like 10 minutes, and it wouldn't let me go live. So I think it's a goner. So good evening to everyone. Hello to everyone in the building. I hope all is well with you, and I hope you and your family is doing amazing today. Um, with that being said, we have these two cases that I'm going to cover today. I have been asked about the former Cumberland County officer that has the sexual assault charges pending. I will cover him tomorrow because I don't want to overwhelm everybody with these case updates on YouTube. Again, if you follow me on Facebook, I give regular updates. So bringing it to YouTube can be a lot. Thank you so much, Auntie, for sharing. Hello, Miss Sherry. I hope all is well. So it can be a lot. Now, this first case, I dropped the link. As everyone knows, over here, at least give me a couple of minutes to cover the case before you click the link. Now, I was on the phone with the individual last night, and I'm not exactly sure if she wants to come up. But if you come up, if you on the vertical side, the link that I posted, you will not be able to click. So you have to come to the horizontal side. Um, so that's where the screen is wide. So the first case I'm going to cover is Gwendolyn White. With her case, it's sad and it's heartbreaking. I was hoping to have access to my laptop so that way I can play the lawyer that actually came out and spoke. She was a former attorney. So I guess I just have to narrate on the phone because I'm not exactly sure how to share screens on my phone. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, I don't know how to do it on my phone. So I can't even play that content. So what I'm going to do is after I leave this video and this live, I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel for you guys to hear what she has to say. But she is the attorney that represented her, and she removed herself off the case. I think she said that day or a couple of days before. So on Friday, if you are not familiar with North Carolina, on Friday, what happened was Miss Gwendolyn White was in court regarding a lawsuit. In that lawsuit, she was requesting the evidence from how many times she was stalked and harassed from her neighbors. There is dash cam and police audio and police body cams from the many times she has called the police. She has called the police a lot on her neighbors. So it was actually ordered that she was allowed to have all video and all audio regarding all the cases and all the times she called the police on her neighbors. Miraculously and unfortunately and mysteriously, all that video and audio evidence was deleted. And the police are trying to say that they cannot find any of that information to base her claims on anything that she has been complaining about, which is crazy to me. So, in North Carolina law, prior to our previous governor, Roy Cooper, I don't like him, by the way, so please don't vote for him. Um, he ran his campaign on revoking the dash cam law. So, good evening, Spec. I hope all is well with you. So, we have a law called the dash cam law in North Carolina, and that law is you can no longer request to have access to the police body cams or dash cams. Before, you can submit something called the freedom of press. You can submit that form and you will be able to obtain all of that information. Um, the previous governor, before Cooper was elected the first time, put in the Dash Cam Act, which prevented you from being able to do that. And I had to break this down to so many people, and I think so many people forgot this. So you can no longer request that information. What you have to do is it has to be court ordered. That's the sad part. You have to go to the courts and tell them why you want access to dash cams and body cams. And they can either say yes or no. She was going through the court. She was doing everything the right way, and the judge ordered her to have access to that. And what some of these police departments in North Carolina is doing is, I don't know if anybody has a security system. I have a security system. So I think it's like every 30 days or 60 days, it just some systems record over it. I have mine set up to where it lasts for a year before it records over anything. That particular police department stated that it was it was gone because their systems record over things after 30 days. That's exactly what happened. So they just kept, every time she would do things in the courts, she just kept getting blocked. And it's so sad and it's so heartbreaking to read because I pulled her file. I can't even tell you how many years I went back since e-courts has been a thing. It's heartbreaking. And they ended up putting, I think it's called a gatekeeper. Is it called a gatekeeper? I can't even remember what it's called, but they end up putting that on her. And what that order does is it prevents you from filing anything within the court system without it going to a judge first. So if you want to press charges on someone, you can't. If you want to take someone to court and sue them, you can't. You literally have to go before a judge and say, this is what's going on. Please allow me to file these charges. Please allow me to sue these individuals. Those are the things that they was doing to Miss Gwendolyn White. And she has been dealing with these neighbors for years, since the early 2000s. That's how far back this stuff is going. A lot of individuals think that everything happened with her mother. The state took custody of her mother and put her in a nursing home. She was caring for her mother. She had been caring for her mother since her father died. Her father served right here. I think he was Army, because she kept mentioning something about Fort Bragg. If he wasn't Army, I think he was Marine. I have to go back and double check that. So please do not quote me on that. Um, so once her father transitioned, of course, her mother was up in her 90s. She lost custody of her mother. The state took over, and the nursing home treated her horribly. Good evening, bro. The nursing home treated her horribly, and she ended up losing her life in the nursing home. So between her fighting the system for her mother and then her neighbors, unfortunately, we got to the point of Friday. And then you have this female attorney that's coming out and trying to be viral. And I hate people coming out trying to be viral, because nobody even asked you to speak, lady. Nobody asked you to speak. Nobody asked you to justify why you removed yourself from the case or anything else like that. Because social media about to get you. Because even you doing that video, everybody already found you. But you doing that video, they about to be on your neck. But that attorney literally removed herself from the case, and she's probably thanking God that she probably wasn't targeted. So the attorneys that she targeted when she left that courthouse, because she left the courthouse and she got upset because the attorneys was in there defending the city and trying to justify why the police deleted that information that she was rightfully ordered to have. So she left out the courtroom, she went to her car, she got her weapon, and she pow both of them when they walked out. She sure did. In North Carolina, you if you get arrested before 5 o'clock, you go right back to the judge. They didn't do that for her. They did not do that for her. They took her straight downtown and left her at that jail facility. And she didn't go to court until yesterday. I thought I hit send on that. My apologies. Thank you, Auntie Marcella. Thank you, Spec, and thank you everyone for joining and welcome in. Um, they took her straight downtown and they let her sit the whole weekend. They probably had her on suicide watch, which is why a lot of people were not able to have access to her visitation or anything like that, because they had her on suicide watch and they had her in a turtle suit. So when you're on those type of watches, you can't communicate with no one. You cannot communicate with anyone. And you're not going to be able to physically see her because North Carolina has gone digital to where everything is online. You actually have to pay to visit someone now on the computer. So no, nobody was going to have access to her. So when she went to court, they cited the statutes that denied her a bond again. So she's in there on a $0 bond. And I want to say that one of the statutes that they're trying to justify holding her, and please understand, no one passed away from this pow pow incident. Yes, she did pow pow two attorneys. She sure did, but they're both alive and they're healing. They're on a healing journey right now. So no one passed away, but she's in there on a $0 bond. And I want to say it's because of that Charlotte incident where that man attacked that lady on that train and unalived her. I think she was from Ukraine or something. They ended up passing a whole law in honor of her when we getting gunned down for less, but that's on another story. Good evening, EJ. Um, so that's what's happening with her. Um, I don't know what else to say about it, because we've spoken about her neighbors and we also spoken about what occurred with her mother. I will not share the photos she shared regarding the abuse of her mother while she was in that nursing home because they're very graphic. They are very graphic. And I have a weak stomach and I could not even watch it. Good evening, Terry. I could not even watch it. But before her page was taken down, she detailed everything. She detailed everything. Who are you trying to message me? Okay, my apologies. Somebody's trying to reach out to me from Facebook and I have no idea who they are. Um, she detailed everything. And when I say she detailed everything, there was recordings and everything else. So her page, the government, the state of North Carolina took down her page because now her page is going to be evidence. And what they're doing is they are trying to say that she is mentally unstable. And they also did that to her when they took custody of her mother. When the state of North Carolina took custody from her mother, they used that she was unstable. Has she been technically diagnosed with anything? I have no idea because that's a part of HIPAA, and I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that it was ordered on Tuesday that she goes through a mental health evaluation. And usually they don't do that too early. They did that. They ordered that before she was even assigned an attorney. The lady, you ain't even assigned her an attorney yet. And you said, yeah, we about to send you to the people to make sure that you wrapped all the way up. That you wrapped tight enough for this trial. It's this case, I didn't want to cover it because I've made it very clear I don't do viral cases because of the mess. And if I giggle here and there, my apologies because I giggle when I get nervous. And I'm only used to a few people being over here when I go live. So if the numbers start increasing, I'm gonna giggle a little bit more because I'm like, where y'all come from? But the case is heartbreaking. A lot of the things she said regarding her neighbors may sound crazy to some of you guys, but if you live in North Carolina, you know the Klan is still very active. You know the Klan is still very active. Like I live in Harnett County and they literally have rallies out here every freaking year, and they do parades, and the county sheriff's department protects them and the city that they hold the doggone freaking parade in. Like they come out with horses and everything, and they bring out crowds and they're supported, and the only thing you can do is just sit back and look. It wasn't that long ago that the Klan out here in my area was trying to recruit Black people. They was putting candy and letters talking about how they equal opportunities out here and you could join if you want to. And they had a whole candy and a letter in the bag. And they was leaving them on your mailboxes. So trying to say that that lady is crazy because she's saying that she living next to a Klan member is wild to me. Because they be out here like that. They real life be out here like that. I've seen it. It's about time for them to rally up again. Because the headquarters is in Lillington. So I'm not exactly sure if the young lady that I spoke to last night, I had a whole long conversation with her. I'm not exactly sure if she's in the chat because she asked me for the link to my YouTube. I'm gonna post it if she wants to join before I move on to the Diddy case. So Gwendolyn White is the Black lady. Jeanie Ditty is the white lady. I hate to put it that way, but if you're not in North Carolina, you won't know who any of these two people are. So yeah, it's definitely crazy, Auntie. It's wild. Thank you, Miss Wanda, for joining. Thank you so much. So that's what's occurring with that. It was something else I forgot to mention with this case. I was supposed to write everything down. We spoke about her neighbors. We touched on her mother. We touched on the female attorney that's trying to justify why she left the case. Uh, I think that's pretty much about it. Oh, that's one thing I'm gonna speak on real quick. I can't even remember what this lady name is, but she's claiming that she has a power of attorney for Gwendolyn White. Do not send her any money. Do not send her any money whatsoever. Gwendolyn White has family out here. They have came forward. And if you want to send any money, please send it to her family and not somebody from Facebook that's coming out and it's telling everything. Because a lot of the information is not even being told correctly. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not. And she's posting her Cash App, her Venmo, and every other way saying, I'm not creating a GoFundMe. I need funds directly. Why she's collecting funds, I have no idea. The lady don't have no bond. We all know with this type of case, the attorney fees are going to start at 10,000. I don't trust anybody where I don't see where my money going. Not for something like this, because that's how people get scammed all the time. Don't send that lady no money. Do not. When her family comes out and they say this is what's occurring, excuse me, and they say this is what's occurring, this is what we need, and everything else, then send money. Because if you're not going to do that, put it on her books. Because she needs to make phone calls. She needs to visit. Because right now, no attorney has been assigned. She has a court-appointed attorney. She requested a court-appointed attorney. So nobody should be out here collecting anything right now. This case has went viral, and if attorney was going to stick up for pro bono, they would have came for it already. Nobody's going to touch this case because she attacked another attorney. Even the attorney that was temporarily representing her said good luck because he feel bad for her. No money to third parties. Thank you, EJ. Um, so we're gonna move on to Jeanie Ditty. That joker right there. Jeanie Ditty was arrested, I want to say almost 10 years ago for unaliving her 2-year-old daughter. Again, my apologies because my computer is acting crazy and I wanted to play all the shorts that I created, especially regarding this case, because I've been covering this case for that long. She unalived her 2-year-old daughter. Jeanie Ditty was active duty in the Army. She was stationed at Fort Bragg. If y'all don't stop texting my phone, I should have put do not disturb on. She was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and she was no longer with the father of her daughter, Macy Grace. Macy Grace was Jenny's daughter's name. Her father, Macy Grace's father, was deployed. He was serving time overseas. And while he was serving time overseas, Jeanie Ditty abused that baby all the way to the point to where at the end, she was on a breathing machine. She was on life support. And I'm sorry if I get emotional talking about this case because I don't play when it comes to kids. So she put that baby on life support. And what she did was she knew that she abused that child all the way to that point that she left her on post housing. She left her on post on her on post housing and she left the baby with her new boyfriend that she was dating. I am not going to mention his name. I should because his name has been cleared. She left the house with him there with the child. He didn't think to check on the child or do anything. I think he probably noticed that maybe she was asleep too long and he went in there and she was unresponsive. And of course, EMS and everything else got contacted from there. They ended up charging, good evening. Thank you so much for joining. They ended up charging Jeanie Ditty and the boyfriend she was dating at the time. And it's sad because he lost his military career because he was active duty as well. He lost his military career behind this just for his charges to be dropped. You know how long he sat down there in Cumberland County Detention Center? He sat down there for years. And his only crime was dating Jenny. They ended up dropping the charges against him because he didn't know what she was doing. She just left him there with the baby, and they just assumed that both of them beat the baby, unalived the baby. So she ended up going there after the baby transitioned. I don't even think he wants to be reinstated with everything he went through. Because when I tell you the military community around here was 38 high, they was 38 high. He left the whole state. I don't even know where he at no more. He deleted his social media accounts and everything. He doesn't want to be found. He don't want no parts of anything. The crazy part is, while he got kicked out, Jenny stayed active for I don't know how long. She stayed active duty. She had a whole active duty military ID card. I got a copy of it because the family sent me a picture of it. Because I sure enough went to 525 military intelligence brigade, and I was like, "How you still got her active duty? How you still got her?" And this was like, I think we was on year 4 of the charges, 3 or 4, and she was still active duty. Meanwhile, he was kicked out. It's crazy. So now I done lost what I was saying. So after the baby transitioned, Jeanie Ditty went on a whole freaking press tour. I'm gonna have to share those photos with you guys. She went on a press tour. She found a photographer, and the photographer focused on recreate images and memories um, when you lose a loved one. So it's like a picture to where you kind of have like the spirit walking with you. And that photographer felt so bad, and this was before she was charged. That photographer felt so bad that he put in all that work and dedication for free. And then when he found out she got charged, he was 38 hot and he went on a press tour on her. So fast forward, for some reason and for some way, when she went to trial, it was a mistrial. And I'm not exactly sure why. Because at that point I was working 6 days a week, so I was unable to attend this trial like I wanted to. But a new trial date has been set, and I will be attending this one. This doggone freaking joker that done lost her rabbit ass mind. I said I won't cuss. God dang it, I was doing so good. This crazy unhinged joker just got arrested again. So during this time, this 10-year period of her unaliving her 2-year-old, she reproduced and procreated another little girl. I need you to pay attention to the number 2 because Macy Grace that she unalived is 2, was 2. While she was fighting these unaliving charges, she reproduced again, and she just got arrested for assaulting and abusing her new 2-year-old. Now all of a sudden, everybody want to revoke her bond and say she dangerous to society. Y'all let her out here to procreate, and y'all want to call it dangerous now? Good evening, Miss Tay. Thank you so much for joining. Like they let the lady to the far right out of jail, and she assaulted and beat up her new kid. And when I say beat her up, the baby had black eyes, gashes on her doggone over her nose and everything. That incident happened in January. The state of North Carolina did not take her into custody until last week. The family of Macy Grace has been trying to warn the state of North Carolina that this joker is dangerous, and nobody listened to them until January. And it still took them until May to arrest her. Now Cumberland County want to say she's dangerous, and they want to revoke her bond and bring her back to Cumberland County. Tell me that this ain't crazy work. But Gwendolyn Wright can't get no bond. But y'all let Jeanie Ditty out here to reproduce and abuse another kid after she already unalived her first one. Her Macy Grace's father had to come from his deployment to bury his freaking child. And then this is an old photo of Jenny. When she got out, she did so much plastic surgery that she was hoping no one would recognize her. She was out here living her best life. I mean, working at bars and everything else, spreading it open and spreading it wide for the whole goddamn city. But Gwendolyn White can't get a bond. Ain't nobody even die. Oh, thank. I see. That's why I shouldn't have talked so fast. I only been live for 30 minutes, and I was about to say thank you all for joining. I'm about to be out. My goodness. I'm gonna look at the chat and read some of this because I have not been reading it. Let me see. I think this is pretty much everybody just speaking to each other. Uh, I know that's right, Auntie. You got to have a security system nowadays. Let me see. This case right here, the first case with Gwendolyn Wright, the one to the left, she doesn't have a bond because do I want to be politically correct? No, I don't. She does not have a bond because she shot two white attorneys. She shot two white attorneys, and she's suing too many people. And they're trying to say she's mental right now. So I don't even think that she would get a bond until she gets the mental health evaluation done that has now been ordered. Because again, I tell you, we it's still racist out here. Let me see. And thank you so much for everyone joining. I'm just trying to see if I missed any of the comments. Jeanie Ditty, the one to the far right, is completely crazy because this is a picture of her first mugshot. Her second one is completely different. Like she has lip injections. She done got her cheekbones done. Like she looks like a completely different person. I was trying to do the thumbnail with both her images, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I did not use it. But no, I don't even know. I probably should look into that. I probably should look into if she is collecting disability from the military or if she was medically retired while she was fighting this case for unaliving her daughter. I probably should look into that. Um, what did she do to her daughter? She abused the first daughter to the point to where she was on life support. I think I posted a short about Jeanie Ditty over here, with images of what the baby looked like while she was on life support. I think I posted that over here already. Let me see, because I'm all the way behind now. Um, Good morning, or well, good evening, Summer Mommy. Let me see, let me catch up. Let me see. You don't think Miss Gwendolyn White will get a bond? Marcia, I think I pronounced your name right. You don't think she'll get a bond? I think she eventually will get a bond. But it will be very high. And it's going to, that's something, that's what I forgot. Um, the lady that's claiming to have power of attorney um over Gwendolyn Wright mentioned her home in that she has say so about the home. I'm not exactly sure if that home has been paid off or not, but if Miss Gwen genuinely gave her power of attorney because she would not leave Wake County Police Department alone, if she genuinely gave her power of attorney, do not be surprised if that house is not up for sale soon. Because she specifically mentioned that she has rights over that house now. Who would mention that? I have no idea. But as soon as I seen that, I took a screenshot of it in case she deleted it because she's gonna get called out about it. But she has her page set to where you can't comment on her page unless you're friends. But I seen that and I was just like, who says something like that? Let me see. What do you think is happening here? Mental illness? No, I don't think Jenny has any mental illness at all. I don't. I just think that she should be. Jenny is the one to the far right, in case you're coming in. I don't think she has any mental illness. I just think she should be sterilized. She don't need no kids because every kid she abuses. And thankfully, finally, somebody listened after Macy Grace family had been sending DSS over there for so long. Somebody finally went over there and listened, but it still took from January until last week for them to arrest this lady. No, that joke ain't crazy. She just don't know how to keep her hands to herself. She need them hands. That's what she need. Yeah, evil. There's a difference. There's evil and then there's mental. She's mental. She is definitely mental. The bond is the bond for Gwendolyn is going to be too high. It's going to be too high. She's going to need property to bail out. Somebody's going to have to put up some property once she gets it. But even requesting a mental health evaluation, that can take like 6 months, especially if you don't cooperate. It can take that long to get one in the state of North Carolina. It can literally take that long. But her bond is going to be extremely, extremely high once she receives one because they have no choice. They eventually have to give her a bond. You don't know how many doggone people then got charged with unaliving folks and they walking around with you right now. They probably been shopping right beside you next to Food Line and you don't even know it. Jenny unalived her 2-year-old and that joker got a bond. I mean, she ain't got one no more because she got locked up last week, but she had one. They already setting the stage to pin her as extremely dangerous. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree with that. So when they raided her home, and I'm not exactly, I have to keep saying North Carolina because I live in North Carolina. I'm not exactly sure how the states are that everyone resides in, but here when they get a warrant to search your house, especially in the southern part of North Carolina, especially in the southern part of North Carolina. If they get a warrant to search your house, they are going to tear your house up. Like, they gonna make sure that everybody know, your neighbors and everything, that they was there. And they tore that lady house up, tore it up. Like, she had journals that she was writing. Because, a lot of times people say, don't say, it's a southern thing, it's a country thing. Don't say it out loud, just write it down. Because if you say it out loud, you're going to be speaking it into existence. So she had journals that she was writing, notes that she kept up with. And a lot of our Southern elders do that. They write everything down. Like, my mother used to write her appointments down versus just putting it on a calendar on her phone. But she would write everything down. So Gwendolyn was writing everything down, and they're literally using her journal against her right now. They're literally using her journal against her. So don't come out here and create no crime and do a crime. And you said, "Oh, I should have doggone slapped this joker yesterday. Why wait until today to slap him?" Don't say that in the state of North Carolina, because they're gonna use it against you. Because that's exactly what they're doing to her. How angry she was with the mental, with that nursing home. She was so angry with that nursing home, and she wrote everything down. Now all of a sudden, you got WRL, ABC 11, CBS 17, all of them talking about, oh, she made threats against a mental and against a health facility. If they abusing your mama, what you think you gonna say on the journal? You think you about to say, oh, these some very fine people today. I can't wait to go take them some flowers and some chocolate. These jokers crazy. But what they're not doing is they're not saying that she reached out to all of them to cover this and everybody ignored her. NC to B ignored her. All of them ignored her. But now all of a sudden, everybody want to cover her case after she popped out two white attorneys. Man, bye. Ugh. Well, she should not have received a bond after unaliving her daughter. But Cumberland County, Fayetteville, North Carolina gave her a bond. And then she left Fayetteville and went to another county, got pregnant, and then abused another kid. Um, no, I see your comments, Miss Ron. I see your comments, Miss Rhonda. What's going on? What's wrong? You have something? Because I've been reading them. I just haven't been saying your name, but I've been reading your comments. It looks like you're on the horizontal sides. Well, now you went to the vertical side. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, you're on the vertical side. No, I see your comments. I definitely see your comments. And thank you for them. But no, I see your comments. Uh, when they served her with the warrant. Um, when she popped out them attorneys on Friday, which is crazy because she did it in the morning. She could have went back to court and seen a judge. They took her straight to the magistrate. And I mean, we had a holiday on Monday, so she didn't go until Tuesday. Now, another narrative that's out there regarding her is that another narrative is the court thing. How the court system works in North Carolina, they always do those that are incarcerated, temporarily housed, is what I say, because I do inmate, I do inmate education and all that other stuff. So I don't like to say inmates. I still like to look at them as humans. So I typically say temporary house. So if you see me saying temporarily housed, I'm referring to what many say inmates. So one thing that they're saying is, oh, well, she had court at 1:30 They didn't want her supporters there, so they moved it to 10:30. That's not how it happens. How things happen here, which is crazy to me because a lot of y'all that's spreading that narrative been locked up before. So why are you even spreading that narrative? They like to have all those that have been on the docket and they are known to be on the docket, they like to get them out of there before lunch because they have to feed them lunch at the courthouse. And they try not to give them lunch at the courthouse. So they try to have everybody out of there before 1 o'clock. Now her court date could have been at 1:30 if she would have got locked up on Tuesday. She would have had a later court date. But most inmates don't go into the afternoon when going to court. They happen all in the morning. If you were a true supporter, you should have been there at 9 o'clock. To be honest with you, with how a lot of these parking work and going to court nowadays, you probably should have been there before 8 and ate your breakfast in the car. I don't know who told y'all that lady was gonna see somebody at 1:30. Y'all watch e-courts and take things out of context. When it had timestamps on it, that's when they put it in the system. Because when they put it in the system, it's gonna come timestamp and they gotta put a time on it. Y'all stop reading too much into things. Um, I don't know why they didn't arrest her when she threatened the medical facility. I don't think she said the threat out loud. I think what they're doing is there's a plant that was a part of when they busted her door down and searched the house after she did the powing. They started reading the journals and they put that out there to the media. I don't think she physically said that threat out loud because social media was on her page while she was still being processed into the Wake County Detention Center, and none of that has ever been brought up. So there's somebody from Wake County Police Department, Sheriff's Department leaking information to the media because none of that was on her social media page. Everybody's been playing with that lady, and her mom it just made a year since her mom passed away. So she literally did this within days of the anniversary of her mother. I need people to think about that. You don't know what people are going through to keep coming out here messing with people. Does it make what she did right? No. I'm never going to say that. But let me see. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay on for probably about I might give you guys another 10 minutes. I'm not exactly sure. Um, yeah, she lost it. She definitely did. Um, Even looking at how she looked in court, you couldn't do anything but just cry. If you have a heart, how she looked, you can tell that she was just defeated. The Gwendolyn from when she was arrested after she powed the attorneys, she was walking with her head high. Her hair was laid and everything. Now she just got plaits and she she's not there. Like you don't see anything behind her eyes. She's it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And there is nobody that doesn't feel bad for her if you do a deep dive into her case. Anybody that says, oh, well, you did the crime, you should do the time. Dive deep into that case. Because y'all the same ones that say, uh, an eye for an eye. You can't have it both ways. She should not have powed them. But if she wanted them gone, they would be gone. And they still here. They are still here. Okay, let me see. Exactly. Yeah, you never know the mind frame. You don't know what anybody's going through. You don't know. And that's why I don't like bullies, because you can have somebody that's going to snap, and then you can have somebody that goes and unalive themselves behind what you said. You got to leave people alone. Take in consideration of what you say. Treat people, do the old saying, treat people how you want to be treated. It's okay to cuss folks out every now and then, but don't keep going for doggone a freaking year. That's stupid. And you crazy if you do it. You missed the beginning. The beginning it was just the background of Miss Gwendolyn Wright and everything that she had been through, from her mother to the neighbors, her racist neighbors that she calls them. She says she had racist neighbors. So that's the background between that all the way up into her pow-powing the attorneys that was representing the state. Because on a lawsuit, she was suing her neighbors, I think the police department and the city. Like she was suing some of everybody. And them attorneys went in there, was trying to justify why the video footage was deleted. And then her attorney said she didn't want to be her attorney no more. It just made the anniversary of her mom being gone a year. And she walked out, and pow pow, the end. I didn't mean to make that sound funny. If y'all laughed, I'm sorry. Yeah, so no, they took her through there. They definitely caused that crash out. Everybody's saying, well, don't get mad at the attorneys. They just doing their job. They were. They understood the assignment, and they were doing their job. They were doing what the city paid them to do. They most certainly were. But even an attorney with a heart will feel bad. When I was going through my divorce, my ex-husband attorney felt bad for me. She felt bad for me, and you could see it in her face with everything that he was paying her to do. So no, you can still have a heart, and don't. And sometimes when you get paid for a job, you may do too much. Evidently, to her, they did too much, because she powed them at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I, I don't know nobody to just wake up and just pow somebody at 10 a.m. They could have just been done with it, but that deleting that footage, that don't make no sense to me. Deleting the footage and trying to justify it. Gwen does need some help and some strong resources. So I am going to find someone that's close to her. I kind of already know, I just don't want to say it. And I'm gonna try to see if you're interested in helping her, what you can do. But no, she definitely needs some help and some resources. Um, I'm hoping, because she's going to pull some time. Gwen is going to pull some time. So what I'm hoping is that she's able to get the help that she needs versus going to the state penitentiary. But she gonna pull some time. And the crazy part about that is, at her age, she probably won't make it, because she's already not eating now. Gwen is not eating or drinking anything. I came up. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I came into, okay, okay. You came earlier. I thought you meant you clicked the link. I was about to say, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you down there. Um, but let me see. I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case somebody wants to click it. If not, I am gonna be at almost an hour, and my kids do not like when I be on live too long because they'll come to knock on my door and talk to me before they go to bed. And if they see me on the phone, if they hear me on the phone, they won't mess with my door. So I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I am probably going to end this because I will be at an hour, and I got to go spend time with my babies and figure out what we're going to do tomorrow, as I have to work this weekend. And tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to make that an early live or if I'm going to do another evening live. But I will be covering, in case you're coming in, I will be covering the Cumberland County. Well, I might do that one too. I'll be covering the Cumberland County detention. No, he wasn't a detention center. The Cumberland County sheriff deputy that was arrested on some sexual assault charges. I'll be bringing you guys up to speed on this side. I will be covering the Harnett County detention centers that was arrested for assaulting an inmate. And then I'll be covering the Harnett County deputy that unalived two recent retirees from Tennessee that were just coming here to visit friends. So those are the three cases I will be covering tomorrow, just to get everybody up to speed. What I do? What I say that was funny? What I say? Oh my God, I just be talking. What did I say? Um, she would be, but it would be on the forensic unit. Oh, yeah. They'll probably put her in Raleigh. She'll probably be at that institution in Raleigh. It's probably where she'll go. She probably should have a safekeeping put on her. And if you're not familiar with safekeeping, that is when that county refuses to take you, or they feel as if you'll be treated better in another county. Harnett County does safekeeping a lot. Uh, I probably should update y'all on that case too, because they got a private down there now that just pled guilty for messing with kids out here. He just pled guilty on the 21st, and he in safekeeping in Harnett County. Why he put him in Harnett County, I don't know. He was smiling in his mugshot, but they gonna beat you up, sir. Harnett County Detention Center don't play about you messing with kids. So I'm gonna try to bring you guys up to speed with a lot of the cases that I'm covering, because I still have to do the two teachers. The teacher that was selling drugs, well, she won't selling drugs, so I need to update that. She just got caught with a little weed at school. Um, that teacher and the teacher that was touching on kids while he was on the clock at school. His case is going to trial, I think, in October. So I'll be bringing people up to speed and covering that case already because I already put my vacation time in for that one. Yeah, it's a lot of things that be going on in North Carolina, but y'all be talking about Florida so much. This live before I be having y'all laughing. I guess we can end on a doggone laughing note. Oh, about my kids knocking on the door. Yeah, because they don't know what I'm gonna say. They don't, I don't, a lot of times I don't think before I say things. So they don't want to hear something that they don't want to hear. So if they hear me talking, they just gonna come up because they gotta come downstairs. My room is the only one that's downstairs. So they'll come here and they'll hear me and they be like, and go back to their room upstairs. My daughter told me that when I was live over here the other day. She said, I just heard you on the phone. I don't know if you was on live or if you were on the phone. So yeah, so that's what happens a lot over here. Typically, I do lives on Facebook. I like that a little bit because it gets deleted after 30 days. So you really have to screen record over there because it ain't gonna stay up. That's why my kids follow me on TikTok now. I can't even go to the schoolhouse. They be like, "Hey, Peanut." I went to my bank and they was just like, that was a nice short you posted, Peanut. You see my ID. Why you calling me Peanut? I'm not messing with y'all. I am not messing with y'all. Because y'all been inboxing me to keep talking about the Ramika case. And I told y'all I don't do viral cases. No, I ain't doing it no more. Y'all done sent some of them people over here to mess with me, talking about why you don't like such and such. Did I say that? Let me go back and listen. Did I say? I don't think I ever said I don't. Well, I know I said I don't like two people. I sure did say that. But they was over here trying to create beef with other CCs. And I'm just like, nah, I just don't like how y'all been moving. That's it. I'm a type to say that, ain't I? Y'all trying to, what you want me to YouTube fight? I gotta get some Twitter fingers up in here. Nah, y'all done lost y'all rabbit mind. Leave me alone. Just want to cover my cases and then make y'all laugh at the beginning and the end. Because we're gonna be talking about some heavy stuff over here. So I thank you guys. I'm at 1 hour. I thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what time I want to go live. It probably will be the same time again because I'm pretty sure if the weather is good, because it's been storming for a week straight out here. Um, if the weather is good, my kids may want to do something with me. Um, yeah, they will want to do something after my daughter gets off work because she has to work tomorrow. My little baby has to work. So it'll probably be this time again tomorrow. And feel free to always come up if you want to come up. And if you don't and you just want to be in the chat and laugh, that's fine too. But just know I will always drop the link and it will be a safe space over here. What did I do? Why y'all saying wow? Trying to exit and y'all laughing and saying wow. All right. Thank you guys so much. Peace, love, and joy to you and yours. And I hope you have an amazing night. Good night. What's my Facebook name? I already been doxxed, so I put it up in here again. I mean, I didn't have my address posted, my telephone number. You could probably look on YouTube and still find my telephone number and address. All right. So that is my Facebook name. You'll know because it'll have my peanut photo on my Facebook page. So thank you guys again for joining. Peace, love, and joy to you and yours. And I hope you have an amazing night. See you guys soon. Peace.
Peanut in the building, better say her name. Stepping in the light, she ain't playing no games. Heart so real and her soul so pure. If you want the truth, she the one you call for. Peanut walking home, get brighter. Energy loud, but her spirit even higher. She don't fake vibes, she don't chase no crowd. Standing 10 toes, she was born to be proud. People try to test her, but she don't fold. Pressure make diamonds, she already gold. She don't need permission just to be herself. She the type to lift you up when you doubt yourself. Ain't no stopping me. Peanut on the rise. Truth in her voice and the fire in her eyes. Real from the start, that's the way she grew. If you're looking for a lot, she ain't the one for you. Ain't no stopping me. Watch her break through. Standing in her purpose like she always knew. If you're looking for a friend who won't speak the truth, Peanut isn't her, she's built for the proof. She don't run from the truth, she don't duck no smoke. I'm a friend, I'll always tell you the truth. Try to dig up dirt, she already spoke. She the queen of transparency, that's not a cloak. She don't do drama, she don't do pretend. She'll tell you what's real, even if it don't blend. Loyal to the core and her heart don't bend. If she rock what you want, she'll rock to the end. Ain't no stopping me. Peanut on the rise. Truth in her voice and the fire in her eyes. Real from the start, that's the way she grew. If you're looking for a lot, she ain't the one for you. Ain't no stopping me. Watch her break through. Standing in her purpose like she always knew. If you're looking for a friend who won't speak the truth, Peanut isn't her, she's built for the proof. Stand tall, speak truth, that's the Peanut way. Shining every moment, every night, every fake. She ain't that woman, never been her.